So this is the book. It looks a little bit different. Finally home. Now on to T-ball. Hi, puppy. Hey everyone, my name is Diana and I am an 11th year teacher. I'm currently teaching 5th grade dual in my district, and welcome to my channel. I was gonna make this a day in the life of a teacher, but in the mornings it's very hectic for me. I have 2 children. I have Irish twins, one's 5 and one's 4. And they're both late birthdays, so my son currently isn't in kindergarten, and so I have to pick them up, well, literally physically pick them up in the morning, take them to my car, and then take them to my mom's house. And because she watches them for me while I'm at work. And yeah, so it's kind of hard to film like my actual day in life because it's just so hectic, and I can only imagine trying to set up a camera while I'm trying to get 2 children into a car and driving off and starting my day. So right now I'm currently on break. Well, kind of, sorta. We have PLCs during this time from like 10:20 to 11:10. Fortunately for me, my partner that I work with, she's not here today. And a lot of the other people that are in my PLC are also out or obligations elsewhere, so I get the luxury of being in my room right now. So I had a chance to film. Yeah, I was just looking at so this week we are doing Teacher Appreciation Week, and if you can kind of see, let's see if I can show you. So yeah, this is what we have. Funny enough, I don't know if anybody's ever used these or eaten these cupcakes. They have like the most potent food coloring in them, and so like my son has eaten them and it's like turned his poop blue. I know, TMI. And so I actually grabbed one from the office, and as I was walking out it fell, and it of course falls on the side with the frosting. So now there's a big blue stain in our carpet in the office, and I feel terrible. But what we're doing today is, so we just finished reading the book, The Thief of Always, and I can't find it because my students probably put them somewhere. I'm gonna have to get it. Hold on. So this is the book. It looks a little bit different now. It probably has a different cover. I saw several different ones, but so we're doing The Thief of Always, and we just finished it yesterday. And my school wants to do this school-wide incentive where we're making like door decorations with the book that we're reading, or our favorite book. And so I just chose this one because we just finished this one, and the kids seem to really, really love it. So I wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of what we're doing so far. My kids are so talented, I swear. Hold on, I'm going to show you kind of some of the stuff that they're doing. So this is the house that they're making. I won't spoil the book too much, but this is the house. That's kind of like the big setting of the story. And then we decided to make all of us in the story fish. And then these are just some of the characters that my kids drew, and oh my gosh, they're so talented, that we're gonna put in the story. They just like made all kinds of different characters, and I think they're so cute. I'll show you some more just like cute little things that they did. So yeah, so I'm really excited to kind of put it, I know it's a big mess right now, but I'm really excited to put it on our door, and to be able to kind of display our many talents and the book itself, because it was real. Also, just in case, I just want to kind of give you a little tour of my classroom. I mean, it's a mess right now because my students right now are all at specials, but this is kind of what we're working with. And so it's usually a lot cleaner. So maybe tomorrow I will record in the morning so you can kind of see how it's put together. And so we've just been doing review, and then, like I said, finishing up the book and just kind of just working with that. And it's been really chill, really nice. Plus, you know, we get out in about 19 more days, and so I think the kids are kind of a little checked out. And my counterpart, so they're doing a lot of testing next door. So I guess I'll just give you a little background. Me and my counterpart, we kind of have two classes and we switch. So I do like the ELA, social studies, grammar, writing portion, and she does math and Spanish. She also does like writing for Spanish, a little bit of reading for Spanish, and science. And so right now, they're currently doing a lot of the testing for them. So they did like their science test for the state. They're doing stamp testing for Spanish literacy and just all the components on that. So they've been testing a lot in my other room, and so I've kind of been a little bit more laxed, just kind of giving them that, you know, breather from all the testing that they're doing. And then next week they're also testing for math and map reading. So just a lot of testing. And so like I said, we only have about 19 more days to go. So I think my kids were a little bit happy that they were able to kind of do this door thing and kind of just chill and, you know, be creative and do those things. But yeah, and then we do have some other stuff over here. So in the beginning of the year, my desk was here. Not necessarily my desk, but this is kind of what I made my desk. And I kind of got tired of being at the kidney bean table, so I actually moved a lot of my stuff here. And so it's a work in progress. And then, of course, I do have to clean out my room, so it'll look a little bit different. But I think what I'll end up doing is I'll do kind of like a look on the last day of how it looks. And then I think once we come back from break, I'll do a video of like how it looks coming in and just kind of do a classroom setup video so you guys can kind of look at that. Also, if you have any ideas, you can kind of tell me a little bit. I mean, I always say, yes, I've been teaching for 11 years, but I still learn something new every day. And so just kind of seeing a lot of the teachers and stuff that I follow, they have a lot of great ideas. And so, you know, maybe you guys can give me some ideas and sharing some things on what I can kind of make the space a lot more inviting. I mean, I guess it is kind of inviting now, but like there's always great ideas that I've come across that I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that next year. And so that's always fun. But I definitely would love your input. So right now it is currently 10:47. I think I'm going to eat the rest of my Skittles, and I'm going to kind of just do some emails and kind of just do some other things like that. And then I'm going to be picking up the kids at about 11:10. And then we have a quick like 30-ish minutes together, which I'm sure they'll probably continue working on their door stuff. And then we'll switch and we'll go to lunch. And then I'll come back and tell you guys how that went. Probably not too much to tell. But then I'll have my afternoon class from about 1:15 till about 3:30. And so then that's kind of when we exit out, and that's kind of when our contract hours are up. So I will come back and we'll see how that goes. So we made it till the end of the day. As you can see, my class looks like a hot mess. This is my 208 group that came in. My second group, I guess you would say. And yeah, they kind of leave it a little messy, but it's just because the buses are called and everybody has to run out. And so it's pretty interesting. I've never been at a school where they like have kids that are like, you know, calling out buses to have those people exit, and then like people that are walking, they have to wait until they're announced to walk, and then they have like a whole big car line of kids where it's like they're calling kids on the walkie saying that their rides are here. So it is interesting. So yeah, so sometimes it can get a little hectic, but it's not too bad, and we have a really great janitor staff, so they actually clean it pretty well. But I wanted to show you guys my completed door for The Thief of Always that my kids did in the morning. And let me show you. So this is my door, pardon the noise. They have after school in the library, who's just out there. And so that's our door. I think it came out really, really nice. The kids did amazing. All of the, you see all of this was all drawn freehand. I think this one was the only one that was kind of sort of copied off. Those were the characters, I guess you would say like the good characters. These are all the bad characters, and they all drew those by hand. Two of my girls built the house using construction paper, and then all I did was print out the fish that everyone got to color in my classroom. If you read this story or read this story, you kind of know the premise behind all of it. Again, I won't spoil it for anyone that wants to, but it is a really good book for fantasy. If you're interested in using it, it is a great book. I wouldn't recommend it for lower grades. I would say maybe 4th would be the lowest, just because there's, you know, some like, you know, a little bit more like verbiage, like graphic verbiage, that I think 5th grade can handle, maybe not, you know, lower than 4th. But it is a really good book, and the kids seem to enjoy it. They love the story. And so, but that was kind of what they created for our little door contest or whatever. Well, I guess not door contest, but door decoration incentive that we have. So my contract hours are till 3:30. So I am going to pack up.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, my Siri. I don't know if your guys' Siri ever does that, where it's like she listens to me and then she yells at me for something. It happens all the time when I'm teaching kids, and they always laugh. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna pack up and then I'm gonna head home. My daughter has t-ball practice. She's in a t-ball league, so is my son, and we have practice today for her. And so we're gonna head over there and do that. I think for tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we're going to do a quiz, for a comprehension quiz for The Thief of Always. It's gonna be on all the books. I think it's from Britty's bookshelf. I got it on TPT. I'm not sure who it was, but I purchased it on TPT, and it was actually really good because it had a lot of like chapter, like they would do like 1 to 6, and they would give you comprehension questions that the kids could either discuss or do, kind of similar format, blah. And that they were able to complete, so that kind of keeps them going with the book, keeps them having to pay attention. But like I said, the book was really good, so the kids, most of my kids, paid a lot of attention. And I love doing read-alouds because, you know, I give the characters different voices. I'm very animated. I kind of love modeling and showing them how you kind of read a text. And so, so that was really nice. So that's probably what we're going to do tomorrow. We have, in the morning, we'll have that, and then I'll give them some free time for Friday. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 70s here in Chicago, or I guess not in Chicago, but in Illinois, in Glen Ellen. And so I think we might just go outside for an extra recess. And then my second class has DARE, the DARE program, which we have one of our officers come in, and they do their DARE in the afternoon. So we'll also do a test, and then maybe they'll get some free time in the afternoon, just to kind of round out the week of just testing and everything. But yeah, so I'll try to get some footage of, you know, picking up my kids, kind of seeing them a little bit, and then kind of getting some t-ball practice for my daughter. And then we're going to kind of just round out going home, and then just kind of simmering until, then make dinner, and then kind of just simmering until tomorrow, until the weekend. So I will see you guys in a little bit.
No.
All right, well, let's go inside, buddy. This way. You ready, Lolita?
It's my first day of practice.
Not your first day, silly girl. This is like your third day of practice.
It's my
Finally home. Now on to T-ball. So we are back home. As you can see, we just came back from T-ball. And yeah, I'm just gonna make some dinner. We have a, well, I think I mentioned earlier, we have the potluck or the breakfast thing that our team is doing tomorrow. So I'll be making some biscuits and gravy shortly. Maybe I'll get some footage of that. And then I think just eat a little dinner and then maybe just call it a night. I'll probably just film making the biscuits and gravy or just when they're done, and then hopefully that should be end of the night. Have to probably get the kids a bath and then probably put them to bed eventually. But yeah, so it's such a nice night out. I'm so glad. It's like 65 degrees, which is pretty cool. So you know, we haven't had really nice weather in a while, so it was nice to be able to just enjoy the day and enjoy the T-ball with the nice weather. But I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, and then I think we'll call it a night. So a little update on the biscuits and gravy. So I went to the store yesterday and got pork sausage to make for the gravy, and I go to open them up and all three of them are spoiled. So I'm a little bit upset. So I'm on my way back to return them and get 3 new ones so that I can make this biscuits and gravy. It's really funny because I've never really returned like food before. I don't know, I can't think of a time that I actually like went to the store to like go return like spoiled food that was purchased. But I was just really upset because they were like $4 each. And you know, it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of like this feeling of, well, like, you know, do I just suck it up, just buy some new ones and then throw these out? Then it's just like, you know, it's money, and you know, it's just like, you know, I don't think that it's fair. People should be selling rotten food. So yeah, so I'm gonna return those there and then probably go to another store to get some other ones, and hopefully they're not rotten. But yeah, so stay tuned. So update, went to Target, returned those. That was probably my first mistake. So went to return those. Now I'm headed to Jewel to go get some pork sausage. Oops, sorry. And go home and cook these biscuits and gravy.
Free personal one-to-one support and information about
Let's see how that goes. Maybe we'll do some Bob Evans. They are cheaper. Those. We have pork. All right, well, got my groceries. Well, my pork and the other stuff that I got. My boyfriend wanted to make beef short ribs, and we didn't have some of the stuff that he needed, so I guess it was a blessing in disguise that I needed to go and get this pork sausage. So I ended up going for him so he could make those. We probably won't eat it for dinner today, even though we were supposed to, but I guess he says they have to cook in the oven for 3 hours, so needless to say, we're not having those today. So yeah, I don't know what we'll be having today, but I do need to make those biscuits and gravy, so I'm hoping that I can do that. It's 9 o'clock. So one thing you'll learn about me and my life as I continue to vlog is my life is never ever like early. And I go to bed late all the time, so I always feel like I'm most tired. As you can see, like my hair is just so, I mean, kids can't see it right now, but yeah, and unfortunately my kids, well, one of my kids, like my son, he has like he's had like sleep issues since he was a baby, like since he was born basically, and he like never slept through the night. He's now just starting to like sleep through the night, and I know he's 5. Like he would always wake up at least once or twice a night. He would have night terrors really bad, and now it's like he just kind of has like a regular nightmare, and he'll wake up here and there. But unfortunately, he's one of those people, and I know he's going to be this when he's older. I don't know if you ever if any of you guys have kids. He's one of those people that can function on minimal amounts of sleep. So he can sleep, you know, 5-6 hours and he's okay. And I know that that's nowhere near okay, because at his age he needs like 10 to 12. You know, 14 would be better. But I cannot. It's very hard for me to put him to bed early, like 8 o'clock, you know, 7, 8 o'clock, because if I do, he'll wake up a few hours later. And I'm hoping that that changes as he gets older. And, you know, I'm praying that it does for his sake. And, you know, we've had doctors, like, we've, you know, tried to do sleep studies on him and stuff. And I don't know, he's just not a... My daughter, on the other hand, she can sleep for long periods of time. But my son, he can function on 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And it drives me nuts sometimes. So it's really hard to kind of be in bed early because, you know, I can't put him to bed early. But I'm hoping that now that he starts kindergarten in the fall, he'll change that routine and he'll probably be more tired, and maybe as he gets older, his body will, you know, beg for more sleep, and then he'll sleep more. But for now, that's just kind of what I'm working with. Yeah, it's pretty funny. You know, I've had so many people that have given me so many suggestions over the years. And I'm sorry if it's dark. They've given me so many suggestions over the years about like what I could do, you know, about his sleep habits. And unfortunately, like, I just know that it's just not normal. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that eventually he'll change. But I've also heard his grandfather on his dad's side was that kind of person where he can function on minimal amounts of sleep. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a thing, but I feel like maybe he inherited it. I don't know. But anywho, so I'm on my way back. I'm going to make this biscuits and gravy. And then I think that is it. Hopefully you loved this video. Sorry. I mean, we're kind of early for that. Hopefully you liked this video, and it kind of just gave you a little glimpse into my life, my chaotic life. I'll continue to vlog and kind of show you my hectic life. And hopefully, you know, if you're one of those mom teachers that can relate to the hecticness, I know that's not even a word, of my life, and you know that like it's just so crazy to deal with a bunch of other people's children during the day and then come home and then deal with your own. And you know, any advice I would love to receive, and how you handle it. I've seen a lot of vloggers that seem to handle it pretty well, and so I don't know, maybe as my kids get older things will get better, but we shall see. But yeah, so I would love to hear your feedback. You know, hopefully positive. You know, I welcome negative, because you know, there's never, no one's, you can't please everybody, and no one's ever happy. So either way, just let me know, and if I don't guys talk to you, I will try to vlog tomorrow. If not, just look out for my next video, okay? And just let me know anything you liked, didn't like in the comments below. I really appreciate you being here from the first time. It was pretty cool. It was a little nerve-wracking, but it was a little cool. But you know what? It is what it is. It's me, and this is what you see, what you get. All right? Have a good night.